Do you think Fred can survive in the mafia?
It's better to have real solitude all by yourself.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Brett, also known as LifeTimeVibes. I'm here with my boy Chris, hello, and my boy Roy, artist man.
How you doing?
Chris is the editor, yeah. I do something. Fucking who knows? I run it or something, whatever.
You don't
And we got Roy. And last night, we stayed up till like fucking 3 a.m. and watching Fred.
And then also a little bit of Hotel Rwanda.
We did watch Hotel Rwanda. I forgot about that.
Yeah, a little bit.
We were watching Hotel Rwanda.
The thing is, we didn't even finish all 3 of the movies for Fred. We just stopped at 2. We didn't even.
We gave up.
3. Yeah, we gave up.
We watched the first 2. That was epic.
We were just out of it at like 3 a.m. Like after.
I'm gonna say right now.
We started at 12 for us at least.
Those
Chris,
movies suck.
Those movies only get worse.
They get worse and worse.
Like
they get worse by the movie.
The first one was just about Fred going after Judy, and Judy just rejecting
The second one
him.
didn't even have Judy like once.
Yeah,
I think they
in
just
the
lost the
beginning.
actor.
No, they had it.
Did
in
they?
the beginning. Yeah, I think. Right?
The
No,
same
they
clip,
played a
though.
clip from they played a clip from the first movie.
Yeah, the same exact clip. I think they did.
Oh,
lose the
also, what's her name? Changed actors completely from
Bertha.
Sam
Sam
Bertha.
from IR.
Sam from iCarly turns into what's her name from Victorious.
I don't know.
So
Victoria's.
they got all
never-
the Nickelodeon people.
I never
not
watched
no.
Nickelodeon.
I barely watched any Victorious. I know she's from Victorious. I don't know which character. I don't think like any. Who watches that show? Who cares? You know.
I only watched one episode, and I'm just gonna tell you,
Loser.
it's awful. No, fuck
Dude,
you.
Dan
I
Schneider-
got bored.
Dan Schneider really went downhill.
Dan Schneider, dude, he went uphill and then into prison, didn't he?
Yeah,
Doesn't that
Yeah,
guy have like a
he-
foot
he-
fetish or something?
he does.
He did, bro. And you know, there's a couple scenes from iCarly
And
specifically
Victorious.
where they focus on the feet, and you know, it'd be like that. But
Sad.
dude, all right. I have a list here. We have a big old list of Spark Notes we were taking
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh no. Please don't
during
read
the
that.
movie. We have to because we need people don't want to watch this movie, so
It was not Spark
we have to
Notes,
give 'em-
more so it's just kind of
observations.
our demented turn on what this movie actually is.
Well, honestly, don't watch the movie. Just listen to our Spark Notes
Yeah.
here because they're 100% true. All right. The Fred movie, made in 2010, is a movie about a mentally challenged man and is by the name of Fred. Frederick. Why did we change the name right away? Frederick has an obsession with a girl by the name Judy. He daydreams about this girl every day in his little fantasy scenarios. Fred also believes that his father is the famous John Cena. Because of all of this, we believe that Fred is a schizophrenic. His mother is an alcoholic, and his father left him when he was young. His real father, not John Cena. He gets brutally bashed nearly to death daily by a Brad, a Chad, a... what rhymes?
Cat.
Brad.
Sad. Tad. That's sad. Named Kevin. Another child with disease known as Down syndrome. So, Fred imagines his dad beats him up pretty much daily because of his daddy king for his father, who he believes is John Cena, who he sees wrestling. So, he shatters his spine while running into a wall to reach Judy's house, and, he ends up hallucinating because of his brain trauma. He believes he dug the China. Now, Fred has multiple Vietnam flashbacks because
Let me just get this straight. In our little, what's it called?
this
in
is
our
the
little
movie.
Spark
This is the
Notes.
real movie.
Yeah, in our little Spark Notes, we've observed that Fred is a racist against the Chinese.
Fred is a
people.
racist against the Chinese people. He hates
Asians
the
in
Chinese,
general.
all the Asians, because his father was murdered as a spy in Tiananmen Square during the
Nothing
Cold
happened
War. What? I don't even
Nothing.
know what.
What happened?
That's not
None.
even a real place. So
Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, he's actually the guy who stood in front of the tanks while crossing the street. That was his dad. That was Fred's father.
John
Too
Cena
bad
would
those
be out
photos
there.
were faked because we all know it didn't actually happen. Oh my god, I didn't turn my fucking phone off. Hold up,
Nicely
hold
done.
up, hold up, hold up, hold up. It's almost. Oh, I did it. All right.
Nice job.
Technology, dude. I hate it. Let's see. There's so many spark notes. I forgot where I left off.
Yeah.
You were
He-
at
his
the part
fa-
where
his
he has
friend.
Vietnam flashbacks.
He has a Vietnam flashback because when he was young, his friend was murdered in the woods. Not his friend, his friend. And he leaves the house to join the war where his father left off 5 years ago. But he keeps on being affected by fuck, I already
PTSD.
forgot his name. Kevin. And PTSD. Kevin and PTSD. Can we just get to the part where they're homosexuals?
Yes,
Yeah, sure. Wait, no. We have to talk about Derv, man.
Derv, another homosexual.
I mean, not really.
He gets really close to Fred. So Derv, he's really cool. He's really a tool. That rhymes. Get it? Derv, he looks like a guy. So Derv, he's a homosexual. Obviously, you can tell by his everything. And he just kind of just shows up out of nowhere. He kind of knows how to teleport because he's a wizard and shit.
Well,
You can tell because of his long hair. But like,
So let me say that well, yes, us long hair men also know how to teleport, but also that he's not his own character. He's a hallucination of Fred, but he's just the cool
he
version.
is.
That's why he's a
He's
backwards
Fred
version
from
of
the
Fred.
future, except not because it's a hallucination and PTSD. It's
Definitely.
he's imagining his friend that he lost in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
But we have Kevin.
His
Oh,
lover.
Kevin, his lover, yes. Kevin is obsessed with Fred the same way Fred is obsessed with Judy. Can I just say that? Fred
I mean,
has an
definitely.
had an intense relationship with Fred, but stuff just didn't work out, and Kevin just can't get over it. What a fucking
No.
loser,
Yeah.
But
Isn't it because of
he's-
this that Fred turned straight?
it is. He
Yeah.
actually after when he goes and experiences D-Day,
Yeah.
he has to fight off all those enemies, and he eats a fly. That was a good scene.
Yeah.
The fly was bothering him, so he just eats it. Because he hates vegans. He hates vegans so much, he kills everything in sight.
I mean, the timeline doesn't work very well, but yeah.
Whatever. It's, they put a lot.
They-
There was the scene at the end where they just did a party or something.
For like
Spoilers,
10 minutes
guys.
straight.
For like 10 minutes straight, but like,
Oh.
there's no way you could have done all of that in one day. Like, I doubt they would be able. And also, just the mom showed up, even though she didn't show up. It was weird.
She was
Wait.
asleep during most of it.
Remember
Yeah,
the
but
part,
then she also wasn't. What?
Remember the part where Fred kidnapped that dog?
Yeah, he what's this? That's right before let's see. Damn it, I can't find it. He ends up causing the death. Well, actually, you know what? Damn it, where is this? I'm so lost.
You forgot
know
about
the
it.
death of the
Alright.
black guy in the store.
Yeah.
let
Poor
me
guy.
let me explain what happened. All right, so Fred decides to go
You
into the
explain it.
store to see what's going down, and he sees his favorite animal, a dog, and he decides, you know what, I'm just gonna take this dog for my own. So he decides to
Are you
kidnap the
stupid?
dog, and the black guy shows up out of nowhere, and he's like, why are you stealing my dog? And then Fred gets very, very scared of this black man, so he puts the dog down. But when the black guy turned his back around, he puts the dog inside his shirt. And then not the Chinese man, the Mexican guy notices that, and he calls him out in front of the store, and he decides, hey, I'm going to call the police. Then afterwards, he's like, you know what? No, I'm not going to call the police. And he gets his pepper spray out. And after he gets his pepper spray out, he threatens Fred that he's going to pepper spray his eyes if he doesn't put the dog down. But Fred refuses to give up the dog. He refuses to give custody of his dog to these horrible men. So then afterwards, the Mexican guy startled, and he started spraying the black guy with the pepper spray, and the black guy goes down on the ground, and Fred puts down the dog out of shame, and the black guy starts fucking dying on the floor. And he leaves the store knowing that he caused the death of this young man. Also, the black guy was homosexual.
He was the only obviously homosexual guy in the movie. Also, can I just say, you guys are so mean, bro. Why are you laughing at this, dude? Black Lives Matter. You racists.
Yes, this podcast is sponsored by the Black Lives Matter. You know what? I'm not gonna say that.
No, it's not. No, it's not. We are. I swear to God.
Actually, Lifetime, why don't you talk about our real sponsor?
Our real sponsor today. Put some epic music in the background. Not too epic though, because we just put some sponsor music. Actually, I'll send a file. All right, I have the perfect one. Today's sponsor is we're actually sponsored today by they gave us a lot of money for this. We are sponsored today by the Mafia. Now, you know, the Mafia is really cool. Take it away, Chris.
So the Mafia, we like to sponsor deodorant, all right? We use a lot of deodorant, and we give them to people who need it, especially people on the streets, because they really do need it. So we'll stick them up, and then we'll give them the deodorant, you know? We are very, very humbled that the Mafia approached us and decided to give us this sponsorship for a lot of money. So we like to appreciate them and give them the time off this podcast to say thank you. And we thank you so many times. And I'm crying right now because of how many times you've, helped us. Thank you.
Yeah. Shout out to the veterans. Dude, honestly, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. The Mafia, bro. They're so great. They're so humble. Dude.
Just give them a hand.
Alright, that's enough clapping. You were saying, Mr. Brett?
Like I said, fuck. Roy, take it away.
Well, I think we were talking about, what was the last thing we were talking about in there? Oh, the pepper spraying, the guy getting his pepper sprayed.
The black guy who died, yeah.
Yeah, that was the last thing we were talking about.
Yeah, I can't believe they would put like a scene in the Fred movie where the black guy gets shot by the police for no reason. I can't believe
You were the one that said not to put anything bad in this.
Yeah, you said that yesterday. You were like, don't put anything bad on the podcast.
Cut that out.
Nah, but you were saying, Roy?
No, I was giving it back to him so he could keep on going to the Spark Notes.
Okay, Spark Notes. Let's just talk about the security officer. There's a security officer. Fred says, "Damn," I cry. And then a security officer shows up and says, "Yes, we are on a dam." Next thing we know, the setting is located on top of a dam where the security officer is located. Kind of like a troll where you have to answer a riddle. But like the security officer Fred says, "I need to go home." The security officer says, "You have to go through the forest." This Fred says, "I can't go through the forest. My friend was murdered there right in front of my own eyes," and starts crying. The security officer says, "No, you can do it," and then pushes Fred into the forest alone. The security officer was actually the one who murdered his friend right in front of him, and that's why Fred is crying. he has a flashback to the woods where the night where he saw his friend die, and he started talking to a moose
Oh,
and
dear.
a deer. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Serious.
Don't forget,
Well,
he does a
in
duet
the-
with it.
he does sing. He sings Red Hot Chili Peppers songs
Mm-hmm.
with. No, that's stupid. He sings. What does he sing? You got. My memory is a little fuzzy. You guys remember?
Wait, what the
think
deer
he
said?
Sicko Mode.
Oh,
Sicko
that's-
Mode.
that's what it
That
was.
song. Back in 2010. What a classic.
What a classic from 2010.
He says, "Ho's mad," and they kind of repeat that for a while. And after a while, the deer runs away, and a crackhead shows up to meet Fred. Fred says, "Who are you?" The crackhead says, "I'm your childhood friend." Fred knows it is not his childhood friend because Fred saw him get murdered before his own eyes. Before.
Mhm.
I said before, yeah.
Yeah.
So what? Fred screams, cries. He does all that good stuff. I was rock hard. Can I just say that?
So was
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it. Yeah.
Fred starts running. He runs. He is running for his life, knowing that this man was actually the security officer in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Durf returns as Kevin. What?
Okay.
Durf returns
want
as
me-
Kevin. His
want me to
gay
take the torch?
homosexual lover returns in order to confess to Fred his true colors.
Brett, do you want me to take the
What?
torch? I'll read it.
You can take the torch, bro.
All right. Thank you. Let me
Take
put
the
on my
torch.
voice real quick. Derv returns as Derv returns as Kevin, his gay homosexual lover, returns in order to confess to Fred his true colors. Because, as you guys may recall, we previously said that Kevin is a gay homosexual, and he has a
So's
deep.
Durf.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a love triangle, and then Judy's like there. So like it's not a love triangle; it's a love square, rectangle, quadrilateral.
Yeah. So Derp talks to fucking what's it called? Derp talks to Fred and shuns Kevin out of the way, and then Fred shows up on a bus. He gets a dog because he knows it's in danger, and then he has a hallucination with Judy where he breaks into their home, and then they start fucking. All right, but then the bus
And then
driver
he burns
wakes
her
Fred
house
up.
down.
Yeah.
No, but that's not a hallucination. He gets humiliated, horribly humiliated, and barfs all over Judy.
yeah, that's true.
Little does he know, Judy actually has a vomit fetish. So, in revenge of being humiliated in front of everyone, Fred sets their house on fire. He brings in a backpack containing 6 C4s strong enough to blow away his gay lover Kevin. Okay. Fred is preparing the C4s, and he leaves the house. And minutes after, the house blows up. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
There's a quote from Fred after the video of him vomiting on her goes out on Pornhub.com. He says, "Why do people even watch people on YouTube? It's creepy. And honestly, you should feel the same way. Why is YouTube even a thing, bro? Fred was created because of YouTube. If YouTube didn't create it, we wouldn't have Fred.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have Loser Squad. Everything bad in this world, including this podcast, would be gone.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The Nazis,
Yeah. Okay.
they
What does the
happened.
Nazis
I'm not
have to
saying
do-
anything. I'm just, sometimes I say words. They're not, Kevin beats his mom to death out of anger.
Damn.
Kevin is so angry at his mom because he is invited to Fred's epic party. Out of anger, he destroys his mom's life, ends her life.
Yeah.
You know? He's just upset that Fred turned straight and is
Yeah.
following Judy.
So the movie ends as Fred is in his underwear and I quote, underwear. And then Judy shows up to his house, knowing that Fred is hot now because of that video he posted of him and Bertha in the
Lifetime.
What?
Brett, what are you doing? Stop.
All right, so anyways,
What?
I'll just continue. So then afterwards, Fred decides, you know what? I want to fuck Judy. So then he invites Judy in after screaming.
Did you just say Brett instead of Fred?
No, I said
Well,
Fred.
Brett does.
Did you? Damn, my bad.
No, so Judy goes in, and Judy tries anal with Fred. And now, we cut to the second movie, but first I want to ask everybody, what did you all think of the first movie?
I hated it. It was awful. Please.
What about you, Brett?
No, stop. God
What?
damn it. You're just chewing right into
What?
the microphone. Yeah, no. The only.
I'm
good
not
parts of-
chewing, bro.
pretty
I'm
cute,
just
man.
scared.
The
Because
only
that's
good-
how I felt while watching the movie.
So,
The only good parts about this movie were the parts where John Cena ripped him apart.
yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. Oh yeah, remember that
John
part
Cena
where
was- yeah, what? Remember
No.
what part?
remember the part when John Cena puts Fred in his tank, and Fred sees Judy in a computer, and he's like, "Judy, I'm gonna save you."
Yeah.
Oh,
first he sees
yeah.
Dora the Explorer.
So this confirms further that
My favorite scene was when he brought the Chinese people to extinction. That's the only good part.
when was that?
Sure.
That was the beginning of the movie.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
dreaming about it. Because that's what he dreams about daily.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's,
I
that's
remember
right.
that actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go.
Oh,
to
wait,
the
no, that's the
movie.
second movie. Sorry, guys. Spoilers.
So let's go to the second movie, guys. Well, we didn't really
Oh my
take spark
God.
notes on this because we knew it was a terrible movie. So I'll just try and
It is.
briefly explain what's going on with the second movie. So basically, Fred thinks that his new teacher is a vampire when actually his teacher's a rapist and he wants to fuck Fred, alright? And then afterwards, Fred is running away from Kevin's sister, spoiler, and he unfortunately hops over the fence and goes into a child's little pool, right?
His
And then-
his piss puddle.
His piss puddle. And then afterwards, the child starts screaming, and the child takes a piss in
piss-
Fred's mouth. Yeah, exactly.
That's
And that's
actually
all I
real.
remember. And that's
Fred
all.
has a child. Dude, honestly, we still have the spark notes, and we have the most important parts of them. Fred becomes a transgender and a transsexual in the second
Sure.
movie.
yeah.
Fred thinks that his new teacher is a vampire when he's actually a rapist. Fred is a pedo, and Fred also swims in child piss. That's all we
Oh,
need.
yeah. So yeah, Kevin's sister, which he's like in love, like it's supposed to be his love interest. She looks about 10. So yeah, Fred
Yeah.
would be considered not kosher, I'd say, at least.
But in the end, Fred is absolutely terrified of this woman who's following him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is on the run because he believes that she is a Chinese person. But in reality,
You mean vampire?
They are-
Okay.
oh, this movie is about vampires?
Yeah, it's not the first one where.
I
he's
remember
against
one
the
time when
Chinese.
John Cena mistakes vampires for empires, and he
Yeah.
says, "We need baseball players." That was a great scene.
Well, he also talks about sucking people's necks, like really sexually. Like John
Sucking
Cena.
people's
I think he
right
was
below the
offering-
head.
I think he was offering Fred's mom a hickey when he was talking about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we not forget about the best part of the movie?
What
What
is
was
it?
Fred tries hanging himself.
Yeah.
He gets the rope. His neck is too long. It's taller than his room, so he has to hang outside the window to hang himself.
But
He
then
jumps
he's-
out of the window and hits the floor.
We all were.
He
actually
then goes
bursting out
into a
laughing.
coma. He has a fever dream where he gets up with John Cena, goes into a wrestling ring, and fights the vampire teacher and his twink ex-boyfriend, Kevin. Can I just say, Kevin is supposed to be rough, tough, and epically rad. But
He's none of
he
the
is
above in this
so
scene.
goddamn skinny. He is so... It's disturbing to look at him and his
Yeah.
little leotard.
He's so featureless.
Now,
Remember he-
the vampire...
Remember he could sing in the first movie? How come he sounds like shit in the second one?
I don't know. They
Like-
just didn't want to give him any more redeeming qualities.
And also, Bertha turns from Sam from iCarly into the victorious girl, of
But we
course.
We already
mentioned
stated
They-
that.
We already went over that.
Yeah.
And, let's try and add a bunch of new people and replace them pretty much. Like, in like, reality, they just added 2 new people.
You know
Ooh.
what we forgot to mention is that Flo was Kevin's mom. Like Flo from Progressive.
I
Yeah,
can't
Flo from
believe it.
Progressive.
I forgot. One scene, it's Kevin's mom. The other scene, it's Flo from Progressive. It was amazing. They went to her door, Fred's mom's door, and said, "Would you like some car insurance? 10%. Do you know that you can save 10% or more on car insurance? This is the wrong company, but whatever."
That's Geico. Yeah.
No, it's an insurance company.
It's Mr. Geico.
It's Mr. Geico.
Mr.
man.
Gecko.
Mr. Gecko.
Yeah.
Remember that part in the first Fred movie when Fred's just waiting for the bus to come at his bus stop, and Kevin shows up with his mom, right? Remember that part where Kevin's mom said, "No, I'm not gonna do that," and then Kevin said, "I'm gonna tell Dad." You know what I think he means right there? I think his mother had an affair, and that he's threatening his mom with the affair. He's threatening to tell his father about the affair so that he gets upset and leaves her. And then she
Yeah.
doesn't get anything from the divorce. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean,
No.
like, she is Flo from Progressive, so I mean, she probably gets everyone.
Yeah.
Like I said during the first movie. No, did I say this during the first or second movie? Fred's mom, or no, Kevin's mom, Flo from Progressive is definitely a dom.
Definitely.
Wait,
Definitely. Are we not? What?
What does that mean?
She's a top. She gives off top energy.
Oh, I think that was the
Yeah.
first one. Yeah, it was the first
That
one.
was the first one.
Yeah.
As being Flo from Progressive, who already has massive top energy, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
she was with Sonic once in a commercial, so
She was, bro.
yeah.
I remember that.
that's as rad as you can get.
So, I want to ask everybody this real quick, all right? So,
Mhm.
with the whole Fred movie too, right? Which one was better, the first one or the second one?
The first one was definitely better, but it was not good either.
Yeah.
Honestly, after a while, that second one started becoming better because they added actual good characters.
What were you talking? What good characters?
Yeah.
Fred?
No.
Fred was in
Lucas,
both of them.
Lucas
Um,
Crushank, you think he's a good guy?
Lucas Crushank. He's. They admit, if you think about it, Lucas Crushank is gay. They have to have a gay person play a gay role. So, and that means Fred is gay.
Yeah. Wait, isn't he
That's necessary.
bisexual since he likes Judy?
I don't
No.
know. I mean,
Hmm.
Jim Parsons plays whatever his name is, Shalman from Bing Bang.
Bing Bang
He's,
BB.
he's gay, but the character is straight.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's true.
Every character in Big
Wait.
Bang Theory is gay. Because Big Bang Theory is gay. Got him.
Got him.
Okay.
Got.
You know, I just got to say this, right? So with the first movie, right, the plot was all right. There was a goal, right? Fred needed to blow up Judy's house because of how Kevin embarrassed him in front of Judy. So he had to bury the evidence of Judy being alive. However, in the second one, There was absolutely no plot. It was just Fred with his PTSD episodes. There was nothing important going on. It was just the casual life of Fred going through his life with PTSD and him having schizophrenia. It's pretty upsetting seeing Fred doing nothing the whole movie, except whenever the vampire guy shows up, he's like, "Ah, vampire!" You know?
Okay. Honestly, this movie is a great movie. You want to know why? Because it's showing awareness for autism. Can we just, appreciate the people at Nickelodeon or whoever fucking paid for this movie? Nickelodeon, of course. Because Sam from iCarly was in it, so... She is obligated to stay with Nickelodeon. If it isn't Nickelodeon, she dies on the spot. So... I saw it, bro. She's on house arrest.
Really?
She's dead.
From Nickelodeon.
Who is? Wait. Who is? I wasn't
Birdie.
paying attention. Sorry.
What?
Yeah,
Who's
Me
under house
neither.
arrest? No,
The
who
girl
was
from
under?
the?
Can I just say now, Jeanette McCarthy is not on house arrest or obligated to be killed on the spot by Nickelodeon.
We should probably say that.
Can we might have to say that as the facts are.
Dan
Jeanette
Schneider might
McCarthy
rip
is
us a new
actually already dead
one.
So.
because
Oh shit.
What?
Sorry.
So?
Sorry. No, you go.
I just can't believe great people at Nintendo are just giving awareness to all these great mental diseases. I just called
Great.
them mental diseases great.
So
These
epic.
mental disorders.
It's great for them to be showing awareness for autism, Down syndrome, PTSD, war crimes, other etc. stuff.
War crimes. Isn't that a bad thing?
It's a good thing, but it matters. Fred's just serving this country as an American, destroying the Chinese.
Well, the
He
more
goes to the
important-
Chinese restaurant and goes,
Well, the most important thing they talk about is genocide. Oh wait, no, that was the Hotel Rwanda. Never mind.
No.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
that-
I was like,
Yeah.
wait, that's not Fred.
I mean, it is kind of Fred if you think about the scene with the tank where they're driving around shooting the Chinese people, but
That's not this. Okay. Well,
that's
may I
definitely not
say-
Hotel Rwanda.
Can we now review Hotel Rwanda?
Yeah, sure. Let's.
Hotel Rwanda is a great movie. It
It's
has
actually-
what was it?
Don
Captain
Cheadle.
America 2 on it, aka
War Machine.
Don Cheadle.
War Machine.
It had War Machine on it. He runs a hotel. He gets into his War Machine outfit and he destroys all the Tutsi scum. And you know
No,
what?
he doesn't. He saves people, everyone.
He saves the Tutsi I can't.
He's-
I shouldn't be saying this.
He
This is a real thing that happened. I can't.
Yeah.
Rwanda is a serious genocide that happened. We
Mhm.
can't joke about that.
I mean, we can, but it's just not good.
We can, but should we? And the answer is
No.
maybe.
Okay. Well,
All I
we
want
only-
to say is Don Cheadle's really good.
Don
Yeah.
Cheadle is a beautiful man. He knows how to. Someone is showering. That better not be picked up on this.
It's not picking up on my end.
I
Is it
don't
not?
hear
Is it
no.
not? I'm looking at it. All right, good.
Ooh, you're looking at it.
No, I'm looking at my Audacity. What? No, we're actually speaking right now. This is live, of course.
Yeah.
We don't want to break the immersion. We're talking to you, the person who's listening.
Yeah.
We're
Hi. How
whispering
you
right in
doing,
your
man?
ear.
We're whispering in your. We're in your earbuds.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm. See, look. I'm a transition from this ear to this ear. Yeah. You see that? I'm transitioning from here to here. See, look. It's rapid now. Now I'm gonna stop.
So you're all whispering in your
Honestly,
low
bro.
ear.
What if they only have one earbud in? I can't
I don't
believe
know.
you. This is ridiculous.
This is upsetting me at the moment.
That's why
I'm
all-
scared.
All the way stereo.
Your voice is in my face, and I feel it in my bones enough to make my system grow. Welcome
hate
to the
that.
new age. To the new age. Welcome to the new age.
to the new age.
Well, that's the new discussion. What do you think of Imagine Dragons?
I hate them.
I
My
hate-
dad
okay,
Everyone
keeps
hates
on
the
bringing. He likes them.
Here's the thing, right? I only like one of their songs, and that's factual. Hold up, I gotta sneeze.
Oh.
Achoo!
God
anyways.
bless you.
Imagine Dragons. I only liked one. I don't like this song anymore because like I'm not an edgy boy. All right. I only liked their song from Assassin's Creed because I liked it. It was pretty cool.
Hmm.
But the thing is, right? They're fucking garbage. I don't like their
Yeah.
kind of music. Like I don't like their fucking like what's it called? What's that one song called?
They're boomers.
Yeah, they're boomers.
They
Yeah, fuck
they have
boomers.
spondylitis. They have spondylitis, and that's why my dad likes it. Something spondylitis. Their spine is all fucked up because they're drinking too much Monster Energy drink and hunching over.
Speaking of
they're
Monster
fucking
Energy
boomers.
drink, hello everybody. My name is Chris, and today I will be giving a shout out to Monster Energy Drink Plus Ultra, and I mean the white version, okay? Not the other versions because they taste like shit. Because
What
Are
are
you
you,
being
Kyle?
racist right now?
what? No, it's because the white's
Why
the
does it
best.
gotta be
out
the
of,
white version?
it's because it's the best out of all of them, man.
You think white's the best out of all the colors?
No,
Dude,
it's just listen.
I told you, if you be racist on this podcast, I have to kick you out. You're already gone
Why-
on the
why
first
is-
episode.
I'm talking about a fucking energy drink. How am I being racist to an energy drink right now?
Chris's opinions don't reflect Loser Squad in general.
We do
Okay.
not associate with Chris anymore. Well, is out of the podcast.
I'm gonna fade out now. Bye.
Goodbye. So Roy,
Yeah.
how's it going?
It's
I
pretty
can't
good. I
believe
just-
it, dude.
Yeah.
How are we gonna? Who's gonna edit the video now? I don't want to do it. I'm lazy.
Oh,
Me.
he's back.
Oh,
Hello.
dude, welcome back. We needed you, so we're gonna use you like the tool you are.
Yeah, it's cool. I just needed to go get some Monster Energy drink, the white version, and
Yeah.
re-energize myself.
Doubling down.
Yeah, doubling down.
I see.
Why? Monster Energy drink, absolutely horrible. Sprite.
Mhm.
Can we get Aerospace on the podcast now?
Sprite.
Aerospace,
Right.
if you're
If we
listening to
chant
this,
Sprite into
I
the
need
mirrors.
I need you on this, man. I love you. I love you, Aerospace. Please.
I love him.
I love you.
If we say Logic sucks Sprite and repeat that, what? Okay. If we repeat Logic sucks Sprite 6 times in the mirror in the darkness, Arrow will show up in your window while you sleep.
That would be pleasant.
What's he gonna do?
probably
And we
Just
can get him on the
look at me?
Probably
podcast.
hum
We
you a
can
little
trap
melody.
him. We can set up a little trap. We'll put a little bit of Sprite puddle on the floor, and when he tries to lick it up, we'll go and get the net.
Arrow, if you're listening to this, we will not actually do this. We will consider you as a human
I will.
being.
Oh wait.
Oh, okay.
So.
He has-
So
he lo- he-
Can I have a little
His nose
section of the
is cool.
podcast real quick? Yeah.
What? Yeah, sure.
So I
Shut up.
every once in a while I get into a little Twitter stuff. And I saw that
You-
someone sucked Matt Watson's toes on
I saw that.
yeah, and so I
Yeah,
actually
no.
DM'd
I
the
heard.
guy that did it, and I got
That's-
a little interview with him. If you mind, I'm gonna pull it up. I
Ooh.
wanted to make sure he was doing okay.
All right.
Is he mentally challenged?
No.
right,
so
Roy.
his
Man.
name. Should I say his name?
No, don't say his name. All right, so we're
Okay.
just gonna put the
Well-
interview right here, right now.
Well,
Play
no,
that
I'll just
shit.
read
It's
it out.
easy to find him, but
No, it's just all DMs. So I was saying from one Roy to another, how are you, G? You feel sick after sucking Skeletor's toes? He says, Roy Mavoy, just the opposite actually. I believe I stole some of Skeleton's youthful essence. Ah, perfect. I'm glad to see you're in good health. So what I derived from that is that he has gained superpowers from sucking Matt Watson's toes. And
he has gained
What's the
all
stand?
of Matt Watson's followers. He has sucked the followers right out of his toes.
Yeah, so I
Mhm, mhm.
congratulate him, and I hope his toe-sucking adventures keep on going on.
Let's give a warm
Can he
applause.
go on our podcast and suck all of our toes?
Yeah.
That's the
Maybe.
question.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. How warm is this applause? How warm do we have to make this applause?
Just warm enough.
Frigid.
Warm enough.
It sounds like you're masturbating. Roy, come on.
No.
You know where you do that thing where you slap your legs?
Yeah.
Like you put your hand right in the middle and you just go back and forth? That's what I'm doing.
Wait. Oh, shit. Okay, let's...
It looks weird, bro. In my Audacity, it looks like
Hold up, let me try
it shows up as little white lines.
Okay. Yeah, same here. Let's
Yeah.
let's move back onto the podcast.
Yes, yeah.
Let's keep talking
There's
about.
we're on a podcast?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, I'm the owner.
Yeah.
Nice,
This is
Brett.
my podcast. If you do anything against me, I will kick you out right away.
He says this as a joke, but it's not. Please help.
All right. So you know what I want to talk about.
No.
Okay.
Okay, what do you want
You
to
asked if I know what you wanted to talk about. That is the answer. I do not know what you want to talk about.
Let's talk about Roy, take the stage.
Man, that was my favorite part of the podcast where you just said, or you just started going, for like a whole minute straight.
He tried to set up a transition to a different conversation, and yet he gave up right away.
JoJo's
What a
Bizarre
great
Adventure.
plan.
There you go.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Can we just talk about how stupid Chris is for not watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Man, I'm
and
just
how
gonna say this,
stupid.
right? It's really bizarre. I'm just gonna say that, okay? It's a really bizarre show.
JoJo is on his adventure, and it's bizarre.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Kakyoin fucking dies.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
You can't
whoa.
just
Gets spoiled for everyone who hasn't watched JoJo yet.
including me,
Watch
because I've only
JoJo.
seen part 1.
You know what? I was about to say you're a disappointment. You actually watched part 1 and 2 halfway through.
Oh yes, part 1.
And honestly, you should read the manga, because honestly, if you don't read the manga, you're a beta cuck.
Well, I'm a beta cuck then. Sorry.
You've been.
Yeah.
This is a great conversation about JoJo between people who barely watched any of the
Yeah.
JoJos.
No, you
Great
watched them
place to
all.
pick it up.
Hell
I
yeah.
have watched all the JoJo. Roy, you've watched 2 JoJo. Chris, fucking die.
Well, okay, you know what? I want to talk about this. Dragon Ball, okay? Dragon Ball
I
is a
never watched
great
Dragon Ball.
show.
Goku
You know what?
is a great man.
Okay. You know what I want to
Yeah.
talk? You know what I want to say? Dragon Ball Super is by far, in my opinion, worse than all of the other Dragon Balls. To me, Dragon Ball Super is the worst. It's the worst out of all of them. Let me explain why, all right?
Okay.
So, Dragon Ball Super, right? I stole this from my man, totally not Mark, okay? So, Dragon Ball Super, it has really, like, bad plot. Except for the last one, it was alright. But, like, let's talk about Resurrection of F, right? That's where fucking Frieza shows up again. And
I like that movie. I will say, I went to see that movie the night it was released at my local movie theater, and I own a poster and hat of the movie. I don't have it, but I did
Nice.
have it. It's been a while since it's been made.
yeah, it has. But the thing is,
That was great.
But the thing is, right? There was no well, there was conflict, but there really wasn't development in the plot. Hold up, I have gum in my mouth.
Why?
Can you spit it? I can. I'm like pretty hungry.
Okay.
Can you give it to me?
Yeah, sure. Here you go, man. All right. So, anyways, what was I saying? So, with the resurrection of F,
Thanks, bro.
right? If you think about it, right, there is not really much of a development over the story because it's just what's it called? It's just Frieza coming back, and then they have to beat Frieza, and then that's the end of that. There's not really much of a development except them getting a little more powerful. But is that really like more development in the plot? No, there is no development at all. except
Between
for
the
powers.
beginning and the ending, nothing really changed.
Exactly, yeah.
Frieza was back to being dead, and
And then Goku
Nothing-
and Vegeta went
yeah.
back to being them. But then you look at Dragon Ball Z, right? Let's talk about the Android saga. It's with the androids and Cell, right? So Goku comes back, but then Trunks comes back. Who the fuck is doing that?
Sorry, like I said, someone is showering.
Oh, okay.
I'm-
So Android
yeah.
Saga, Goku comes back to life. I mean, no, he doesn't come back to life. Goku comes back to Earth, but then he realizes because of this man who traveled from the future, he's gonna get a heart virus in 3 years, right? So that's the beginning. So they have to fight off the androids, and then Goku has to survive the heart virus with the medicine, right? So then there's a bunch of conflict. The androids are overpowering everybody. Then they go to the hyperbolic time chamber, and then they go try and beat up Cell. But then Vegeta decides, you know what, Cell, I'm gonna let you power up. And then he consumes Android 18, and then afterwards Cell beats everybody up. And then afterwards there's the Cell games, and then Gohan. Gohan has the most development here, which I enjoy. Because if you look back at like the Saiyan saga, he was such a little baby, right? He couldn't really do much. He couldn't defend himself without the others. And then afterwards Cell games comes around and there's development. Gohan develops like more of a character. He, gets out of his shell and knows that it's right that he has to fight because of what's going on. And that's what I really enjoyed about Dragon Ball Z. And then at the end there's Gohan has to protect the Earth. And that's like the ending. And there's like development over time. Except Dragon Ball Super doesn't do that. There's not really much conflict. Except in the end. Because at the end, their universe would get destroyed, So yeah. That's
All I know
what gotta
is
say.
the most important part is Gohan's scream. The song is good.
Yeah.
He goes Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah.
And he goes even further beyond.
Exactly. And that's
So
all I
Can
gotta
I
say.
can I just say, how the fuck did we get here? we were talking about the Fred movie. Then we went to Rwanda.
Well, Fred
Then we
Fred
went
is Goku. You didn't know that?
Fred is
Bro.
Goku. He does go Super Saiyan.
Yo, Fred is Goku. Holy
He's
shit.
the Super Saiyan form. He's got that golden hair.
Kevin is Vegeta.
Yeah, Kevin is Vegeta. So you want to conclude the podcast, Brett?
That was a great place to leave it off. Going back full circle.
Exactly.
This has been the Loser Squad podcast with our boy Chris, Ryan, and me, Brett.
Ryan.
Did I say Ryan? I said Ryan.
I was like,
That's not
So, I want to
It's
give my
Roy.
final thoughts.
It's Roy.
I want to give my
Do you
final
guys
thoughts.
guys wanna give a little shout out to yourself or final thoughts?
Yeah, I want to give
Yes.
my final thoughts, but I'll let Roy take the stage.
I want to just shout myself out because I'm epic. Somber Stations on Instagram. Go check that out. Okay.
So,
He's an artist.
if you guys haven't watched Double D Podcast, which I have no idea why you wouldn't, it's at your boy Chris with 8 S's. And my final thoughts on this podcast: fuck Fred the movies. We didn't even watch the
Can
third
we
one.
crucify Fred?
Yes.
That's the question.
Every like we get to crucify him for one more day.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. And then Hotel Rwanda is a good movie. JoJo's a good show, and I might watch it. And Dragon Ball Z is better than Dragon Ball Super. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. And then there's Dragon Ball GT, which is the best one, obviously.
Okay. I'm not even gonna get into
Okay,
it.
then. Can I just give myself a shout out now? I am an epic rapper on SoundCloud under the name LifeTimeVibes. You should go there. I have a shitty YouTube channel that's linked to this channel called LifeTimeVibes Vivo. And I don't really do anything that's that good. Don't listen or watch anything that I create. Thank you.
And can I give a shout out to my homie B Money, aka Bonito, on SoundCloud?
Bonito!
Listen to Essay on SoundCloud.
Listen to Essay.
Yeah.
Come to the
Listen
podcast.
to Not Into It.
Yeah.
And that concludes our podcast. If you guys have anything else to say,
No.
huh? Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, losers. Goodbye.
We'll see you on the
See
next
you.
episode,
Goodbye.
boys. Bye. Bye.
Goodbye. Ooh, yeah. Okay. R yeah. To the motherfucking double T. Yeah. B money on the track, bitch.
B
yeah.
money.
B Dinero on the track, bitch.
Bonito.
Hey, yeah, just a kid with a dream. Dinero, we are making money. Smoking the cloud, we be getting that tree. If you don't fuck with me, then get out of my team. Hey, yeah, just a kid with a dream. Dinero, we are making money. Smoking the cloud, we be getting that tree. If you don't fuck with me, then get out of my team, yeah.